Thank you so much. Today we are going to talk about the second part of how to write academic essays. If you don't have any questions related to the previous session, I can just move to the next part. Last session, we covered the recursive process. We talked about actually the style of organization and the English style of writing organization, actual style of organization for English writing was quite linear. It had beginning, middle part, and the end point. So it was quite straightforward and very simple, fairly simple. Then today then we talked about the parts of essay, and today we are just going to move with a plan that builds an essay or stages of writing process. We talk about the topic sentence. We talk about the supporting details. We talk about thesis statement and many other things. But before moving to the essay, I will again call your attention to some of the slides we already had. This is the layout or the format of an academic essay. As I told you, the style of organization is quite linear. It has the beginning, we call it introduction, and there are some moves for writing introduction. We start with the hook, which is a kind of attention grabber, and then there is a background knowledge or actually a context which bridges the gap between the hook, which is a general statement, and moves to the thesis, which is a specific point, and it's the claim we make. So how to write an introduction essay is very important, and we will practice this. We will learn how to do this. Then we will move to the body paragraphs. This part is very important. This is what one of the students just told us how to develop this part. This is a paragraph development. I'm in the developing the bodies. So whatsoever you learned in your BA courses was about paragraph development, and later you learned how to develop your essays. In paragraph development, we have one topic sentence. That is the point you claim. It has its own subject and and a controlling idea or ideas. And controlling idea or controlling ideas actually shows your stance or focus toward the subject. Then in order to verify this point you made in the topic sentence, you have to give some facts. You know, the topic sentence is an opinion. If it's not an opinion, it's not a good topic sentence, because the attention grabber is an opinion. So because it shows your stance, it's not something which is always true or fact. In order to verify this opinion, we can use facts, we can use reasons, we can use evidence, we can explain it, we can actually exemplify it. So there are many strategies. We can use anecdotes, we can use statistics, we can use actually the quotations and the findings of the others as evidence to verify the point we made in the topic sentence. And then the concluding part or the clincher. So this is how we develop the body paragraphs, and then we have the conclusion paragraph. The conclusion paragraph summarizes the questions or thesis. It can discuss the significance of the topic. It can reveal unanswered questions. Actually, it is a call to action if applicable. So this is the whole thing we're supposed to see in our writings when we are developing academically. So you see this is the difference between a paragraph structure and the essay structure. So as you see, the body paragraphs are the same as this structure. It has a topic sentence, some verifying sentences or supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. So it is the same as the body of an essay. But we have an introduction essay. We will learn how to actually build this one, and then we have the conclusion essay. We will learn again about these types of essay. But before moving to the process or the outline of uh, actually an essay, which has its own introduction and some body paragraphs with some supporting ideas and the conclusion, I just called your attention to the definition of the paragraph. Well, is there anybody in the class um, to help me about this part? Okay, a volunteer without tear.
Yes,
Very good.
about the thesis statement,
No, no,
should
I'm.
explain about some.
We will talk about the thesis statement in details later. Before going to the thesis statement, I'm just going to talk about what is a paragraph. Because we are
Yes, we
talking about the
started.
paragraph, but we did not define the paragraph. What is it? Can we say that the paragraphs are the building blocks of the papers, as the sentences are the building blocks of the paragraphs? Is it true to say this way? Mahshid, would you please unmute your mic?
Yes, please.
Very good. So, Mahshid, many students define paragraphs in terms of length. Is it true to say that a paragraph is a group of at least 5 sentences, or a paragraph is a half a page long? Is it true?
I'm not sure, but I guess not.
Uh huh.
It's not related to number of actually lines that we write, we provide.
Uh huh. Hello.
And I guess it is related to the way that we actually bring the ideas together.
Very good. You are quite right. In reality, the unity and coherence of the ideas among the sentences is what constitutes a paragraph. This is the most important point. Okay, so a paragraph is defined as a group of sentences or a single sentence that forms a unit. Okay, even a single sentence. In some writings, we see a very actually long sentence, and this just function as a paragraph. But in academic writing, we don't see a single sentence as a unit. Okay, that forms a unit, let's say. So remember, the length and appearance do not determine what is a paragraph. Whether a section in a paper is a paragraph, we never judge the paragraph based on the length and appearance. Okay, what is important is the unity and coherence of the ideas among the sentence, and this is what constitutes a paragraph. So a paragraph is a sentence or group of sentences that support one main idea. So in a paragraph, you can just develop one idea. If you have more than one idea, that paragraph is good for nothing. Okay, so in the main idea, we have some limiting idea or controlling idea, and that is the it controls what happens in the rest of the paragraph. uh, Actually, the decision about what to put in our paragraphs begins with the germination of seed of ideas. I mean, this germination process or this process, in which we will talk about the process of writing from now on, uh, is sometimes is known as brainstorming. Okay, there are many techniques for brainstorming. So it's up to you which one you choose. The stage of paragraph development cannot be skipped. We cannot actually uh, build paragraphs uh, without any plan. So building paragraphs can be like building a skyscraper or a tower or whatsoever. There must be a well planned foundation that supports what we are building. So any inconsistencies, any cracks, or any corruption of the foundation can cause our whole paper to crumble. So, what we need in order to write a well defined essay or paper or paragraph, whatsoever you want to develop, okay? What we need a process. We need to actually, as I told you, uh, germination of seed of ideas. This germination process is known as brainstorming. So, where the ideas come. Before you put your pen on a paper and write your sentences, you should have some ideas. So, we need to read about the things that we have no idea about them. So, reading is very important in academic writing. We have to read and see the ideas of the other people. Then we can sometimes use our experience. But the reading and learning about the things we want to write is very important. Now, let's suppose that you have done some brainstorming to develop your thesis. Okay, thesis is your point, the points you make. We will learn about thesis in details. So, what else should we keep in mind as we begin to create the paragraphs? So, we should learn that every single paragraph should be unified. It means that all the sentences in a single paragraph should be related to the single controlling idea, and that is called topic sentence. Then clearly we have to relate to these theses. So the sentences should all refer to this central idea or thesis of our paper. Again, we need coherence. Okay? So the sentences should be arranged in a logical manner and should follow a definite plan for development. If there is no coherence, again, something is missing from our writing. So they should be logically related. A well developed paragraph or writing actually adequately explains and supports our thesis through some evidence, through some details, through some explanations, facts, statistics, anecdotes, too many things. Okay, so these are the tools we need in order to develop our paragraphs. So let's start with this process. And here we have the thesis statement. The thesis statement is the last line in the introduction paragraph. So you remember from the last session we talked about the linear structure of organization of English writing, and it starts with a general statement in the introduction. Then this general statement is an attention grabber. It is something interesting and it is not a fact. Then we need some background information and in order to specify this general statement and express our claim. So the claim we make, or the claims we make in the last line of our introduction paragraph is called statement. And the points in, or the claims in each thesis statement can be a topic sentence for our paragraph. Let's go to the next slide. So let's see what is the topic sentence. The topic sentence for each body paragraph should support a thesis statement, and that the topic sentences need to agree with the main idea or the sub points in the thesis statement. I will talk about the sub points next session if time allows, how we can write the sub points, okay? And these sub points are a part of the thesis statements or blueprint, okay? So, and the essay requires this in order to clarify everything, otherwise it could be confusing. Look at this one. This is the process of developing our body paragraphs. The first part, we have to the very left part of this presentation, you see a box, and this box has a topic sentence at the end. So the last sentence in the topic sentence in the introduction paragraph is called the thesis statement. And the thesis statement can be topic sentences for different body paragraphs. Let's start reading this part. Erfan, will you please help me to read this part?
Of course, sir.
Yeah.
The left part.
Yes, please. The left part is a part of introduction paragraph, okay? And later we will see how this introduction paragraph can be at the service of the body paragraphs, because the last sentence in the introduction paragraph is the proper place for the thesis statement, the claim we make. The when you're writing the introduction, we move from known to unknown. So something which is known, it is general and everybody has some idea about it. Then we move to the specific, and this is the claim or the point we want to make, and it comes in a thesis statement. Let's start. This shows your stance. This shows your focus, or your idea related to that topic. Okay, go on, please.
Should I read?
Yep.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Should I start?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, sure. This is a statement. A job interview can often make or break your chances of getting your dream job. There are several things that you can do in an interview to increase the possibility of your success, such as dressing properly, answering interview questions thoroughly, and asking good questions at the end of the interview.
Very good. This is an introduction paragraph. A job interview can often make or break your chances of getting your dream job. This is a general statement. We know this. When you have a job interview, so there are some factors and they can make you successful or you fail in this interview. So this is the general statement. Everybody knows something about this, okay? Then we want to just specify this. There are several things that can do in an interview to increase the possibility of your success. So far, we have actually a part of the background information, because it wants to tell us there are some ways to be successful. So what are these? When you use such as, means these are the examples. These are the points you make. If there are several factors, so these are the factors or the subpoints we want to talk about them. One is dressing properly. So dressing properly is the first factor, which has a direct impact on interview panel first impression. Okay, the interview panel's first impression can be based on your appearance. So the properly dressing is very important issue. The second point is uh, answering the interview questions thoroughly. So you should answer every question completely, okay? Because you have this opportunity for a job, and you should answer everything. You should get to know your job actually better. So it is important that you answer each question as completely as possible. And another factor which can help you to succeed in this interview is asking good questions at the end of interview. So this is your chance to actually ask your questions. By preparing some thoughtful questions, you can just show how intelligent or smart you are. So there are three claims, 3 points at the end of this thesis statement, and each thesis statement can be a topic sentence. We will learn how to develop these topic sentences. Then we need some supporting details. When you have some topic sentences, we have to support them. These supporting details are verifying actually the points you have made. So as you see, everything is based on the steps. There are some steps. And this is the process to developing the paragraph. So when you're writing your topic sentence, you decide on controlling idea and creating the topic sentence. Where this topic sentence comes from? This topic sentence comes from the ideas you had in the thesis statement. The way you dress can have a big impact on interview panel's first impression. So this is your claim. This is your stance. This is the focus of your paragraph. It is not a fact. Some people go to the different interviews with the casual clothes, and they do not consider any dress coding. So what happens? Nothing. They succeed. So, but generally speaking, we see that uh, uh, dressing properly can have a direct impact. So that is why it is an opinion, it is not a fact. A fact is something which is always true, but here this is your opinion, and that is why we can verify this opinion with some facts, reasons, and many things. Or an interview is an opportunity for potential employers to get to know you better. So the people will know you better if you answer all the questions completely. So it is important that you answer each question as completely as possible. So this shows that actually when you are writing the supporting part, you need to use some details and verify the point you have made in the topic sentence. So some of the supporting details are in the form of examples. They can be in the form of facts, reasons, anecdotes, and quotation, statistics, and many things. So under the topic sentence for each paragraph, list some of the supporting details, examples, or ideas you want to include in your paragraph. So this is the way we outline. Last session we talked about outlining. This is the outline of the body paragraph 1. So what is the topic sentence? The way you dress can have a big impact on an interview panel's first impression of you. Then in order to verify this point, this claim you have made, okay, what has an impact on what? The way you dress impacts the uh, actually on an interview panel's first impression, how they see you. So your appearance is important, your behavior is important, your personality is important. So men and women should consider wearing dark suits. This is one example to verify the point how we can have a positive impression or first impression. Conservative dress will show the interview panel you are serious about what you do rather than uh, actually putting on the casual dress. If you just put on the conservative dress, so they see that you are a serious person, you consider everything when you are doing. Don't carry too many things into interview. For example, when you go to an interview, never take your notebook, pens, or I don't know, some keys, a bag, a lot of things. Okay, a notebook, pens, or laptops, computer should be carried in a briefcase. So don't take some books with yourself. So be very tidy and do not take too many things with yourself. Hair and nails should be clean and neat. These are parts of your actually uh, appearance. So these are the examples how we can verify the point we had in the topic sentence. Let's look at this example. This is an outline example. Okay, Irfan, will you please start reading introduction?
Yes, of course. Introduction. This is a statement. A job interview can often make or break your chances of getting your dream job. There are several things that you can do in an interview to increase the possibility of your success, such as dressing properly, answering interview questions thoroughly, and asking good questions at the end of the interview. So,
Thank you
what's the
so much.
same?
Look,
What's You're welcome.
this is the same thing, but in the form of an outline. So
Yes.
this is not the essay. This is the outline of the essay. This is the germination of seeds of ideas. There are some ideas in your mind, and you just actually we call this germination of ideas brainstorming. So you brainstorm, and one of the strategies for brainstorming is outlining. Sometimes you are just drawing a mind map. Sometimes free writing is your strategy. So clustering or whatsoever technique you use, but this is uh, one way, and that is the outline. So it's a process. So you write your thesis statement. This is your thesis statement. It starts with a job interview can often make or break your chance of getting dream job. So far, this is the claim you have made. So this is your thesis statement. So what is this? These are the subpoints. These are the examples to verify this part. So there are several things that you can do in an interview to increase the possibility of your success, such as dressing properly, answering interview questions thoroughly, and asking good questions at the end of the interview. So these are the blueprint or the subpoints which verify your topic sentence. If you write up to here, Up to here, that's enough. But if you want to be more specific and the people know what they will see in the rest of the writing, so you can just put these blueprints or actually sub points. So as you see, each of this, dressing properly, or these three ideas, can be a topic sentence for each paragraph. This is the topic sentence of the paragraph 1. This is the topic sentences of the paragraph 2, body paragraph 2. And these are the supporting sentences. Supporting sentences and supporting sentences, and the topic sentence for paragraph 3. And as you see, there is a logical connection between this part and this part. This part and this part. This part and this part. So there is coherence. Coherence in Farsi means انسجام معنایی. There is a unity. They are talking about one issue. In this paragraph, they're talking only about the appearance, proper dressing. In the second one, the opportunity for potential employers to know you better. Okay, so answering the questions. So the second part is again logically related to the second point in the thesis statement, and this one again is logically related to this part. So as you see, we have the outline, and the outline is a part of the process of writing. We first write the outline and then we put them in a logical order. So let's see how we can write the introduction. What is an essay? Okay, go on. Irfan, read this part.
Yes, sir. What is an essay? An essay is a piece of writing that usually has 5 or more paragraphs. An
Okay,
essay is written about.
usually has, but remember, this definition is not a logical definition because we never define a paragraph based on, okay, number of the sentences, or we never define an essay based on the number of the paragraphs. In academic essay, we expect to write 5 paragraph essay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a 4 paragraph essay. So one introduction, one conclusion, and 2 body paragraphs. Here we have a 5 paragraph essay. This is the standard academic writing essay. But sometimes we see some academic papers, they have more than 3 body paragraphs. Okay, so that is why we have usually has 5 or sometimes more paragraphs. When it says essay is a piece of writing that usually has 5, it means that it's a short essay. In a short essay, all essays are I shape. They have beginning, this is the beginning, introduction paragraph, 1 body paragraph. This is a short essay. You had it in high school. And 1 actually conclusion paragraph. This is how we write short essay. 1 introduction, 1 body, and 1 conclusion paragraph. But for academic essays, we expect to write 3 or 2 body paragraphs. That is why it says usually has 5 or more. Here we have 3, but sometimes we have 4, we have 5, and more body paragraphs. An essay, go on.
An essay is written about one topic that has several main points. The main
Okay,
points are
look
introduced
here.
in an introduction.
This last line in an introduction paragraph is called thesis statement. Thesis statement is actually about one topic, and it has several main points, the subpoints I showed you in the previous example. So they are some subpoints. Sometimes we have these several points written or explicitly there. Sometimes we don't have it, but it's better to write it. Then the main points are introduced in an introductory paragraph. So this is an introduction paragraph or introductory paragraph, and the points we had in the thesis statement should be verified in the body paragraphs. So the body paragraphs have their own topic sentences. Each body paragraph has only one topic sentence, not more than one. So the first body paragraph, the second body paragraph, and the third body paragraph. So three topic sentences. And each body paragraph develops one idea in order to show the unity. If we have more than one idea, the paragraph lacks one of the important features, and that is the unity. And as you see, there is a logical connection, this vertical integration between each topic sentence and this one. This the ideas here shows the coherence, how they are logically related to each other. And again, it has, like the introduction, it has the conclusion. Well, let's go to the next one. Irfan, do you see the slide? This is the
Yes.
overview of an essay. As you see, the beginning starts with a general statement and information about the topic, and then we see the thesis statement, which lists the main ideas in the essay, some subpoints or clues. And this is the place for thesis statement. So, as you see, we start from something which is known to something which is unknown. So, known, it is hard to write. But here it is unknown. This is the claim you make. This is the place you put your ideas. But this is something which is general and everybody knows it. And here you have to use the background information to actually relate the ideas which are known to what is unknown. This is how we write our introduction. Then we have the body paragraphs, and these body paragraphs support the main idea of the thesis statement. Actually, the last line here is the place for thesis statement, and every topic sentence should support this one. There is a logical connection, so the coherence. And then we have the conclusion, which is a brief summary of the main points we already have. It's not as simple as this one. We will see the different types of writing and how we can actually develop. So as you see, this is the Hamburger method. So in the Hamburger method, we have the paragraph 1 introduction, or which is the top one. So in terms of the nature of this one and this one, introduction and conclusion have the same nature. So they are top and bottom bun. They are talking about the same thing. So in nature, they are the same. As you see in the previous one, they are this way. So this is triangle. We start from something known to something specific, and then from something specific to something which is general. Okay? So here we want to take an action, we want to actually predict or give warnings, suggestions, hope. Everything can come here. We will talk about them in details. Go on. Let's
Should
see.
I read from the
Yes.
first, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, an introductory paragraph is the first paragraph in an essay. It contains two parts. One, general statements, a few sentences about your subject that catch the attention of your reader.
A few sentences. So it starts with a general statement as a hook or attention grabber. Then we need some context and background information to something specific which comes in the thesis statement. And that is why this part requires a few sentences. A few sentences here. We start from something known and we end with something specific. Go on, please.
Two, a thesis statement, one sentence that tells your reader the main points of your topic and states the overall plan of your essay.
It states the overall plan of the essay. Very good. Let's see what are the different parts of essay part 2 body paragraphs. I mean these trees. These are the body paragraphs. I told you in academic writing we expect to see a five um, essay a 5 paragraph essay, so requires 3 body paragraphs. But if it is more than 5, again it is possible. Okay, so let's see how it is possible. I told you each paragraph is I shape. It means it has the beginning, mid part, and conclusion. So in each body paragraph, this is the structure. The beginning is the place for topic sentence. Usually we see the topic sentence here. And this is for the clincher or the concluding sentence. And this part is for supporting ideas, the evidence, for elaboration. So this is the I shape, but some body paragraphs are T shapes. T shaped body paragraphs, actually they have the topic sentence, but there is no concluding sentence. It means that we are connecting this one to this one. Okay? And that is why T shape. Or it can be a separate idea, so it can be again an I shape. So that is why we can extend this body paragraphs to more than 3. Well, will you please read this part?
Yes, sir. The body consists of one or more paragraphs following the introduction. Each paragraph supports the main idea of your essay by breaking it into smaller ideas or subtopics. Each body paragraph consists of a topic sentence and several supporting sentences. A conclusion sentence draws the paragraph together.
Very good. This is again another structure for our writing, and as you see here, we have the conclusion, which is again a very important paragraph to write. Let's see how to write this. Go on, please. The conclusion paragraph is the last paragraph.
The conclusion paragraph is the last paragraph in the essay. It completes the essay by summarizing or repeating the most important ideas. The conclusion can also include an opinion, a prediction, or a solution to a problem.
It can be an opinion, it can be a prediction, it can be a solution to a problem, it can give hope, it can give warning. Okay, it depends on the nature of the ideas you have used here in the body paragraphs. Okay, so the conclusion, if here you have some problem, so here you can just give solution to your problem. Okay, let's go to this example. This is an introduction paragraph, and as you see, an introduction paragraph has two parts. One part is general statements. We have a few sentences, we have hook or attention grabber, and then some background information, and these background information just narrows down this general statement and it goes to something which is more specific, and this more specific is your thesis statement. It is the claim you make. This is the point you want to be verified later by somebody paragraphs. So this is the whole structure of the introduction. Thank you so much. Let's ask Mahshid. Mahshid, will
You're
you
welcome.
please, will you, you're welcome. Go on.
Yes, please.
Ma-
An introduction.
oh, Mahshid, you have some background noise. Mahshid, if you have some problem, let's ask Khanum Bahrami Nejad. Thank you, Mahshid.
Yeah, if possible. I'm really sorry.
Okay, go on reading this part.
Sorry, me or Mahdi?
It doesn't make difference. Okay, Sepide.
Example, okay. Example and introduction, general statements. Going to a new school can be exciting, but for an international student, the years of education in a different country can be difficult. And I don't know what it's should.
Cumulatus.
Okay. When I first arrived in the US to attend a university, I was overwhelmed and confused by everything new. Fortunately, I met three very special friends who made a positive impact on my life during those years and helped me survive the trials of being a foreigner in a completely different educational system. This is a statement.
Very good. So here we have a general statement. Going to new school can be exciting, but for an international student, the years of education in a different country can be difficult and tumultuous. Okay, difficult and tumultuous. So they are roughly synonymous. Okay, so it shows that how difficult is studying in foreign countries for foreign students. So this is an opinion. This is something with general. Everybody knows, but it is attention grabber. It shows why this is important. Okay, uh, something interesting for the reader. Then we try to narrow it down by adding some points. When I first arrived in the United States, so here you just express your personal experience. Here we see the writer uses I to talk about his or her personal experience. When I first arrived in the United States to attend the university, I was overwhelmed and confused by everything new. Now, There is some background information, some context to actually bridge this gap between this something which is known to something which is unknown, and that is the experience of this person. So, what is known here and what is unknown is here, and this unknown is a part of the thesis statement. Unfortunately, I met three very special friends who made a positive impact on my life during those years and helped me survive the trials of being a foreigner in a completely different educational system. Fortunately, I made the mistake. Fortunately, I met. So, this adverb logically relates the previous sentences to the next sentences, the preceding to the following sentences. So it shows that three people had positive effect on his or her life. So in the next paragraphs, the body paragraphs, we will see how each person had the positive impact on the life of the author. One of the first people I met was Joe Frieda. This is the topic sentence because there were three people and all of them had direct and positive impact on the life of this person. So fortunately, he was, or these people were good examples. So one of the first people I met was Joe Frieda. This is the topic sentence. It shows your stance about this person, the first person. It shows how this person has been effective. Now we can just write examples, anecdotes, explain, fact, reason. So they are different ways to elaborate the topic. This is the topic sentence. This is the point you want to make, and you have to verify this point by giving reasons, facts, examples, I don't know, explanations, illustrations, anecdotes, quotations, everything. Okay? There are different tools. Your friend said about Texas. So we have topic sentence, then example, explanation, analysis, and what was the last S? خانم احمدی.
Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
was
sir. Summary.
summary, which is the clincher. Okay, this is one way to develop. Some people say I free. I is the introduction, which stands for the topics. F is fact. You can bring a fact here. Then you can bring a reason why this is true. Then you can explain that. Then you can give an example. So there are different strategies in order to verify the point. Now let's see what we have here in this. I first met Joe standing in a line at the bookstore. It tells where he or she met Joe. I was having a difficult time finding the book for the English class. So as you said, this is a kind of uh, uh, anecdote, okay? The personal experience. I was talking I was taking my first semester here. He not only helped me find the books, but also gave me some good advice on where to get tutorial help on campus and where I could find some good restaurants. We have become better friends since then, and he has been so helpful in finding any questions I have about going to school in the United States and about American culture. Okay, so all these are evidence that verify why this person was one of the people who had the positive impact on my life. If I hadn't met Joe that day, I might still, it's kind of prediction, I might still be looking for the right books for my classes. I might still be looking for. Okay, so this is a prediction we have. Let's go to the summary of the main ideas, which comes in the conclusion. In the conclusion, we can have the summary of the main ideas, and then some, if there is a problem, you can just provide a solution. If there is, you can just give prediction or give a promise or hope or warning even. Okay, let's see how to write this part. خانم سپیده, go on please.
The significance of the kindness that these three people showed me, and the impact that it has made on my life during my experience as an international student at a state university cannot be underestimated.
Okay,
That is summary
this
of main
is
ideas.
that very good. That is the summary of the main ideas. It means we have three main topic sentence, main ideas or topic sentences. So this is the summary of all these three. We will learn in this term how to write the summary. We will learn how to write the paraphrase. So this is the summary. Then it is time to bring everything to a completion. Go on. I will never.
I will never forget their friendship and will remember their examples of kindness to me whenever I encounter other foreigners in my own country. That is promise or resolution.
This is the promise.